Hallelujah! hallelujah in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah in the name of Jesus. Yahshua Ha'Mashiach. Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Father, we just ask that your word fall firmly. That we receive all that you do today, Father. Guard my lips, my heart, my mind, and my soul, Father, today. As I stand before all of Israel, Father, your people, whom you call by your name, that we shall return to you. Father, we shall not transgress, Father, any longer, but become a holy people, Father, in the sight of all the nations. So let it be this day, Father, that your word penetrate, that it bring about a change, a repenting heart. Let our words be true, Father, and let our love between our brother and our sister, Father, be, Father, nothing but that which you desire. Father, let's remove all malice from our heart. That we partake in the Passover, Father, with a clear conscience, Father, in our hearts made right. Bless you, Yahweh. Hallelujah. In the mighty name of Jesus. Let all Israel say, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right, saints, we're going to get right to it. We are back in the message. Man, I've been up rocking and rolling in this thing. You know, because it's really about learning. And in all you're getting, get what? Get understanding. So it's about getting understanding what the Most High Yah doing. So we back with the prophetic implications of Ezekiel 39, part 2. So we're going to get right into it. And you all may be seated. All right. Hallelujah. All right. So here's our highlights from part 1. We noted that Yah told Ezekiel to prophesy against who? God. Against God. We talked on landmarks, all right, and getting tuned in with the place of war. Then lastly, we found that there are some specifics about God's burial that we're going to be talking about. So what's in store this teaching? One, we're going to read Ezekiel 39, verse 11 through 20 this time. We're going to look at the details about the valley of travelers, the lone interest in the mountain of Israel. Now that right there is going to be an interesting piece when we get to that, because it seems like since the beginning there's been an interest in the mountain of Yah. All right? And then we're going to review the multitude of God. We're going to look at that pretty closely. And then we're going to see if we can track some specific landmarks, which I'm going to give that out to you all, because I'm going to read something here. I have our readers read that, and I want to get this out to you all because I want to see how well you go dig in. I already gave you a few things to look up, and I'm assuming everybody in your reading. All right, so we're getting right into it. The burial of God, all right? The valley of graves. Okay, we're going to look at this thing pretty close. All right, so let's go ahead and open up to Ezekiel chapter 39. We're going to read verse 11 through 20.
And it shall be on that day that I give God a place for a burial site there in Yisrael.
Now stop. You notice he said he's going to give God a place for a burial site. He said he's going to give that. When Yah said he's going to do something, he's going to do it. What he's going to do. Let's go, Josh.
The valleys of those passing by east of the sea, and stopping those passing by, because there they shall bury God in all his crowds, and shall call it the valley of Haman God. And the house of Yisrael shall bury them for 7 new moons.
Now y'all hear this? Who's going to bury them? See, this is going to be the other nations. Is it going to be Ham? Is it going to be Japhet helping with his people? Israel. It's going to be Israel. You see that? You're going to always be putting your hands to the plow. Let's go.
In order to cleanse the land. And all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be for a name to them on the day that I am esteemed, declares the Master Yahweh.
Now look at this. So Yahweh's name is going to be esteemed in everybody in the land. That means me, all my sons, my whatever daughters I'm going to have. If I don't have no more, but more sons, whatever, however it work out. You, if you're in the kingdom, all those, Father, who we have come across, those who had gone to sleep in the way, who have kept it diligently, all of us are going to be cleaning this land for 7 new moons, cleansing it. Because the name of Yahweh at that time is going to be sanctified. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Come on.
And they shall separate men who continually pass through the land, burying those who are passing through, those left on the surface of the ground, in order to cleanse it. At the end of 7 new moons they shall search, and those passing through shall pass through the land. And when anyone sees a man's bone, he shall set up a sign beside it, till the buriers have buried it in the valley of Hammon God. And also a city named Hamona shall be there, so they shall cleanse the land. And you, son of man, thus said the Master Yahweh, speak to every sort of bird, and to every beast of the field. Assemble yourselves and come. Gather from all around to my slaughter, which I am slaughtering for you. A great slaughtering on the mountains of Israel.
Now stop. What do they call it in your book, D?
Sacrificial feast.
A sacrificial feast. All right, I just want to make sure we said that. Here in the scripture it said a great slaughter. And there it says a sacrificial feast. All right? So think about that. You don't sacrifice nothing to Yahweh unless he desires. So this is something he desires. All right, let's go.
And you shall eat flesh and drink blood. Eat the flesh of the mighty. Drink the blood of the princes of the earth, of rams and lambs, of goats and bulls, all of them fatlings of Bashan. And you shall eat fat till you are filled, and drink blood till you are drunk, at my slaughter which I am slaughtering for you. And you shall be satisfied at my table, with horses and riders, with mighty men, and with all the men of battle, declares the Master Yahweh.
All right, hallelujah. So you got a burial place that's carved out here in 11 through 20. We have 7 months of cleansing the land, and then we have a great sacrificial feast that's coming out of this. So now we read 11 through 20, but we got a lot of stuff coming at you. All right. So here it is. We have the Valley of Travelers, which in the KJV it says the Valley of Passengers, right?
Yes.
All right, so here it is. Abar, meaning to pass over or by or through. All right, that's what that valley is. It's a place of passage. You got it?
Yes.
Remember that. All right, so here's some history, all right, on the Valley of Travelers. All right, it says, the city of Moab captured by the Amorites, all right, and held by them at the invasion by Israel. It was taken and given to the tribe of Gad, whence it is called Debon Gad. In Joshua 3:17, it is reckoned to Reuben, along with other cities in the territory north of Arnon. Debon changed hands several times between Moab and Israel. All right, Misha claims it, and in Jeremiah 48:18 and 22, it is named among. All right, and I cut that off. All right, so what I have here, I'm going to show you guys something. All right, so I want you to pay attention. All right, you see where we have the Sea of Galilee at? All right, everybody see that? All right, we have the Dead Sea. So remember, he said the east of the sea. So if this is north, this is south. All right, this is west. Then what is this over here? East. This is east. So this is the valley area that we're talking about. But later on, we get into the presentation. We're going to be dealing with going up the Jordan. All right, because that is something else that's up there that's of importance. All right. But I want you to make sure you're paying attention to this. We have Lebanon, we have Syria, we have Israel. Okay? Lebanon, Syria, Israel. All right? So make sure you're paying attention to those things. All right? All right. So I got in closer so you can see what's going on right here. All right. So here's the bond right here. All right. Okay. All right. Right here. Okay. Karaoke and Jahaz. We know these are names we have heard in our reading, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us keep it going. All right. So now this picture is blown up a little more. Now, what I want to ask is, what do you think this range is right here? What is that? If you ever had geology, it's a mountain range. So you can see the difference in the, flat grounds, all right, versus we got high range. You can see it's elevation. You got it. And even here in the water is showing elevation marks. You know what I mean? Showing depth. All right? In those areas over there. Okay? So, all right, so this is an open view to see, like I said, geological differences in mountain range and valley area. That's what we got that there for. All right? So now, so this is not marked. So what I got right here again, because I want you to be able to recognize, I'm showing it to you in different forms. All right? Obviously, where's the area of the burial of God? In the square. All right? So then we have the Dead Sea. All right? And then we have the Jordan River. So we know that this is, now you got this in your head. This is stuck in your head. We talked about it last week. We talked about it this week. We got enough visuals up. You see it. You got it. Okay? All right. But we're talking about the relationship, because in the book it's going to mention certain things about the Jordan River. It's going to mention things about the Jordan Valley. This is where this is at. Okay? Right, so we're going to look at some biblical places. Okay, so let's move on. So this is an entirely stretched out picture here. Now, I have no way to zoom in, for you all, but I do want to point out, because I can see it on here and I can see it on there. So I want you to think about this. This territory up here, all right, all of this territory up here, the land of the north, belongs to who? Japhet, or I'm going to show you something else. All right? It's Japhet, but I'm going to show you something else. Because remember, he says, son of man, do what? Prophesy against God. All right? So we got to find something else. So you're talking about people who have come out of this range, this area up here, and who have managed to come. Now, and we'll talk about it later on, but we're talking about here's Cush, all right, in this area. This is Cush, all right, Thebes, Pathros, this is Egypt, Goshen is right there. Now look at this. This is Tarshish, Spain, all right. Then, all right, now watch this. I was tripping on this. We got Rome right here. See that? Now, look at this. This is Syracuse. And I'm thinking about we have Syracuse, New York. See, immediately when I saw this map, it made me think about the time of the Gentiles. All right? Bithynia. All right? Lystra. Thyatira. Ephesus. You heard any of them? Yep. Smyrna. Right? You got it. Asia Minor. Iraq. Assyria. All right? Now, the two Antiochs. Antioch 1, Antioch 2. In studying Israel, you'll start to understand that. Second Israel. Now watch this. Here's Meshach. You see that? Here's Ashkenaz. What are you doing down here? What are you doing in there? Right? Ashkenaz came all the way over here and called himself Ashkenazi Jew. See that? 2 balls. All right. Last one, Sheba. Right here. All right. All right. So I blew it up a little bit. Now, I asked the question, what do you see out of this? I want y'all to look at these names. You got that put up on the screen? And Brother Keith, somebody requested, like maybe leave them up for a few seconds before we take them down. Okay. All right. What do you see? Is anything interesting?
Just with this picture?
Yeah, anything you see in this picture?
Grouping.
Cannon.
North.
Well, guess what? All right, let me do something here. All right, so of course we heard these names like Negev. What happened in Negev? Nobody remember from reading in Numbers? Well, look it up. All right, you don't need to tell me right now. All right, here's Mount Sinai. See this? Mount Hor. Mount Sinai. Okay? Look at this. Canaan. Yah said he was given the descendants of Abraham the whole land of Canaan. Now, remember, Canaan shouldn't even been over here because Canaan was one of the sons of Ham. Yeah, he should be over here.
Right down there.
I didn't want to say nothing.
Yeah.
Egypt's too far over to the east too.
Yes,
It should
right.
be on the other side of
All right. So I want you all to consider these things. Here we got Edom. All right. Moab. Okay. So let's keep moving. All right. So we heard this word mentioned, Hamona. All right, in the city of Hamona. Now think about this. This is what this number is. Hebrew 1997. In the BDB it says the name of a. This belonged before God. Remember, this is something that's going to happen in the last day, but this has already been foretold. So this name was already going to be given to a city that is not yet erected. It's going to be a city for the commemoration that we're going to let people always remember. See, this is how cold the kingdom going to be. Think about this. See, the Most High is going to allow people to have recollection of you all were always the holy people. You were always mistreated. But now you are esteemed forever in the sight of the heathen. And they ain't going to be able to forget it. Because all of these cities, Yah is erecting cities, destroyed a whole land of people. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
So that's how good the Most High is.
Hallelujah.
Right? Let's keep it rolling. All right, so here's where Hamona is. So I showed you those other snapshots so you can see what's going on. So this is from openbible.info, and if you go under geocoding, there are landmarks that you can begin to look up depending on what you're looking for. So you can start there when I get back to the end screen. All right? You start to look up some of these things. What it's telling you where this is from. Ezekiel 39:16. So let me ask this. What is this?
Dead Sea.
That's the Dead Sea. What is this?
Jordan River.
It's the Jordan?
Yes.
Where is Sea of Galilee at?
It's north.
North.
It's north, so this is not it then.
No, sir.
All right, perfect. I got it?
Yep.
All right. Let's keep it moving. All right, so let me read this. This is Mount who?
Hermon.
Mount Hermon is really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay? We can ready to get into it now. I'll put something up here at the top. It says, on the top, in the United Nations buffer zone between Syria and Israel occupied territories, is the highest permanently manned UN position in the world, known as Herman Hotel. This is it. Look, now why would the UN have a post at the top of Mount Hermon? You hear me, Steve? You ain't got a post up there. Y'all, you hear me?
Yep.
Right? On top of Mount Hermon, D.
Plot thick.
Oh, it's thick. Let's roll. So here it is. Now, look at this. We got Lebanon. We got Syria. Okay, Jordan Valley is down here. Sea of Galilee. All right. But then we have right here Mount Hermon. Okay. So I'm wondering what is going on. Why are we holding that down? The land, Israel is right here, right? Nazareth, okay? Jordan River, you see it?
Yes.
Do y'all see it?
Yes.
Where's it coming from?
See it go.
Well, look up here. Well, look. Here's the Sea of Galilee. And then it keeps flowing, huh? It's coming from where, somebody?
Mount Hermon.
Okay. There are some other things that flow from Mount Hermon that flows to the Garden of Eden. Oh. Y'all hear me? Something else that flow to the Garden of Eden. So then wait a minute, if it's flowing from the Garden of Eden, where's the Garden of Eden at? We're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna keep rolling. So, what is the significance about God being brought to the mountains of Israel? I wonder what's specific about it. Let's think about that for a second before we move. See, this is what I want to submit to you before we even dive any more closer into where we are headed right now. God is going to, if I'm correct, they have decided that they was going to come to the mountain for a purpose. All right? And we'll review that again later, but they decided that they was going to do it. But see, this is where we got to begin to engage in our spiritual beings, who we are, because see, Pastor Dow said something key today. He said, your spirit don't get sick. Your what?
Flesh.
Your flesh, your body. See, this is what we don't realize when we be talking. See, y'all showing us something, because something spiritual is happening right here. You like, what? You it's just white, it's black and white. What? I'm missing it. You are missing. You are. Just like you miss when somebody's talking to you. Because we forget that Paul said that we're going to have to give account for what we have done inside of our bodies. Do you see the separation? You see that?
Wow, yeah.
What you have done inside of that body that you was given to wear. That's the body you was wearing. So when the body's done, now what have you done? You went to the strip club. You stuck needles in that arm, messing up their body that Yah gave. You committed fornication and took your body over there and laying with a whore. So on and so on. So I got to say that principle before we move on, because there's going to be a conversation that's going to take place here in the scriptures about this mountain. One is going to be voiced by the wicked one, and then the other one is going to be a rebuke to the same one that voices his opinion, but it's not going to appear that that's who it's towards. But again, who are you? See? So, you see, right now, guess what? You're sitting in front of a message, Brother Dwayne, that Yah has afforded you this day, that guess what? He needed you to hear this. He called you long ago that on February 29th, Dwayne was going to get a chance to hear about how I'm going to bring about some of my salvation. Here's how some of the salvation is going to look for my people. They're going to be able to hear this and remember the things they're going to do. So guess what? When the streams get smited in 7 streams, and my people go back over dry shod, and they start coming to these places, then you start remembering, wait a minute, this is Dead Sea. This word God, I remember Pastor Corey preached this. Right? Oh, we just talking shit. They're like, oh, he just messed up the mess. I sure did. Y'all hear?
Yes, sir.
So we ain't just digging in, just doing something. Bro, I was up, man, I couldn't even go to bed. I finally went to bed because I got so wobbly that I was like, all right. My back started getting tight. I was like, yeah. All right, I'm going to get in bed. I was just like, wow. And then when I got up this morning, me and Sister Gabby was kicking it off. It was just like all the stuff that we have been reading over these years. It's just like, it just was coming. And that just showed me how the Spirit of Yah is. He wants you. These books ain't written for nothing. They are there for your edification, so you know who Yah is. You got to store it up in your heart who Yah is. You got to store up in your heart what He's going to do, so you will be able to stand and look the heathen right in his eye when you're ready to put your head in the guillotine. Oh, you're going to be in Hammon. All your people. What'd you say? Yeah, you're going to be in Hammon. Boy, I don't know what you're talking about. You see. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's got to be down in you. All right. So I went the right way. All right, there we go. All right. So, concerning this subject, we have a few different aspects to evaluate to see why the mountains in Israel are so important. All right. So, as we explore Mount Hermon, we find that there are some major things to pay attention to between Yah and who? Satan. As well as the specifications of Zion and Sinai. All right? Now that's a whole nother subject. Who in here right now think Mount Zion is just Mount Zion changed around, or you think Mount Zion is somewhere else? If you think it's Mount Zion, is this the same place as Mount Zion? Then I want you to raise your hand.
Sure, man. I don't know.
Huh? All right, if you think it's 2 different places, raise your hand. We don't know nothing.
They don't
I
want
always
to
thought
say.
it was the same place, just different spelling.
I think it's the same place also.
All right. So that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking. Okay? So let's keep rolling. All right. So Isaiah 14. All right, we're getting ready to get into it. So this is why I need you to dig in. I got several books that's getting ready to come up. This is where you got to pay attention. Guess what? This is where Satan be ready to make you sleepy at. It's time to check in and you checking out.
From heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
Now, you hear that? The one that was cut down, Lucifer, the one that was cut down is the one that weakened the nation. It's highlighted. Ain't it? Didn't I get to you? We said, why did God go up, right? Did I ask that? I said, why is it, what's so interesting? Why is he going up? Okay, let's keep reading, D. Here we go.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yah. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the side of the north.
You hear that? There's two things.
Whoa.
The mount of the congregation in the side of the north. In the side of the north. You hear?
Yes.
But wait a minute. This word congregation. He said, I will sit upon the mount of who? So this must be the place where y'all gonna have the people, right? Well, let me tell you something. When you look up this congregation, guess what it means? Appointed place. Appointment. Moed. You hear? And who's saying this? Lucifer, which is Hasatan. Right? Y'all listen?
Yep.
I'm just trying to make sure if I go down, because we've been a road. I just don't want you to miss it. I don't want you to miss it. Because you know what? Yah was so merciful to you to make sure that you would sit and get some understanding.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, D. Verse 14.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
You hear what he said? I will be like the Most High. So already there's a plan revealed in it. So obviously, because what I see in it is, Yah already got a place he's going to put the holy people. But this Lucifer already got a plan to not allow this congregation of people to rest and be in a place where Yah want them. So that he can put his people there. So he can put his people there. And that he can be like the Most High. And they can worship him on the high hill. Yeah, you hear me?
Yes.
That they can worship him on the high hill. With Asherahs. The high place. Y'all ain't here. Man, I'm ready to walk out here in the Holy Spirit. Good. Y'all better listen. Y'all better listen. I ain't just up here talking. Look, I spent some time with y'all. Trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all good. See, the only one that's going to reveal the plan of Satan to you is Yah. Because he reveals secrets to his servant.
That's right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So you don't walk into a trap nor a snare.
Hallelujah.
So we're going to look at something in Enoch. So you got to listen. See, the plot is thickening. Here we go. We're going to read Enoch chapter 6, verse 4 through 6. You ready, Josh? What does it say?
And they all answered him and said, let us all swear an oath and all bind ourselves by mutual imprecations, not to abandon this plan, but to do this thing.
So it sounds like they're ready to do what, D? Something holy, don't it?
They're about to go in.
Do people talk like this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's more like a militant mindset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're on a mission, like rousing up the troops.
That's it.
Then swear they all together and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. And they were in all 200 who descended in the days of Jared on the summit of Mount Hermon. And they called it Mount Hermon because they had sworn and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it.
Now wait a minute, Fred. Why did they go? Now, why did they go on Mount?
Because they know something about that.
Right, sister? Right? Because of what, D?
I mean, they know something about it. It's important to them for a reason. They choose it for a reason.
Why you ain't going on Mount? Or Mount Ebal. Huh? See what I'm saying? Told you, bro, Fred. I want you to stay with me, bro. On this. I know, bro. Come on, stay with me. Listen. You hear me, Dwayne? The angels descended in the days of Jared. See, we got, look, in the end, look, think about this. See, the Bible is real detailed. It said, look, in the days of Jared, they descended. So that was in the beginning. This in the latter days, they're going to go up.
Same spirit.
Huh?
Say breathing.
So we're going to read 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 33 through 38. All right, you ready, Deacon?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another. And an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, as thou sawest them, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. But he shall stand upon the top of the Mount Zion.
Wait a minute. Hold up. You see this? Huh?
It's Herman, ain't it?
Well, hold up. No, I can't say it's Mount Hermon. I want y'all to just pay attention. I'm just wrote. Is this what's wrote in the book? I think I copied it right out. What's yours say, D? Verse 35.
Ezra.
Yep, 2nd Ezra. Chapter 13.
I'll find it.
All right. Anybody else? Got it all? We tuned in?
Yes,
Tuned
sir.
in. Right, because see, pay attention. This says Mount Zion. Right here. See, this is why that's why I was getting tangled up, because it's like, so I'm like, wait a minute.
Chapter 13.
Yep.
What verse is it?
35.
Yes,
Huh?
Yes,
Wait a minute. Yours say what?
Yes,
Okay. Best says S-I-N in 2nd Ezra, right?
Yes, sir.
Now what say right there?
Z-I-O-N.
So here it says Z-I-O-N. So remember that. Remember, I'm gonna show y'all something. Cause see, this is why you gotta stay with Yah on this. This ain't about we see. This is why people just read something, they go rip and run. Just go run. So remember, so already we found something, didn't we? Right? 2 different spellings. You said somebody said same. Who said same?
I was just saying the same location.
Boy, this stuff is nuts. We just gotta just like, hold up. Y'all, what's going on? Remember the word said if you add to the words of this book, he's gonna add to you the plagues of Egypt. And if you take away any of the words of this book, then he's gonna take away your name from the Lamb's book of life. Y'all hear? Yes. Well, let's finish reading.
And Zion shall come, and shall be shewed to all men, being prepared and built, like as thou sawest the hill graven without hands.
All right, now, so, he said, this book says Zion, yours said Zion. But we know that there's a new Jerusalem that's going to do what? That's going to come down. And there shall be the city of what? David. Right? And the city of David. From everything I've been there, I was flipping through pages and looking. It was Zion. It's what they call Zion. All right? So remember, I just gave y'all something. Let me make sure everybody got it. Because I know there's a lot of stuff going on. Some of us, we could not sit still in class, so I get it. This one came, he went halfway in, then never, the rest of it, you don't know where it's at. Hamburger. Right? Like what? Let's go, let's finish.
And this, my son, shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations, which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts, and the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto a flame, and he shall destroy them without labor by the law, which is like unto me.
All right, y'all hear that? So remember, he said they're going to come with all their inventions. And then remember, it said, we read last time that we're going to be burning, we're going to be able to make a fire for 7 months with the weapons that they had.
I remember that.
And here it is in Ezra talking about their inventions. So obviously we're talking about the same scenery, the same end result. All right? We just got to figure out a few things with the end result. A few things that's going. All right? Oh, hallelujah. Make sure my ring off. I was ready to rebuke somebody. All right, so now we're reading Isaiah chapter 2, verse 1 through 3. All right, hey, listen to this stuff, man. You ready, John?
I'm ready.
Come on.
The word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem.
Now, wait a minute. He saw concerning who? Who did he see is concerning?
Judah and Jerusalem.
Judah and Jerusalem. He saw this. You hear, Brother Keith?
Yes, sir.
Did he say he saw it for Ham?
No.
Saw it for Canaan. You know, we feel kind of bad for him. Right? See, how can you feel bad? Because see this, he said prophesy against God, right? Now, here's a word that the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. All right? So if you get it, then you know he's talking about southern kingdom and northern kingdom. All right? Come on.
And it shall come to pass in the last days.
When?
In the last days.
What day?
In the last days.
First day.
The last
In the
days.
days of Jared.
The last days.
In the last day. Come on.
That the mountain of Yah, the house, shall be established in the top of the mountain.
Now you hear this? It's going to be established where? Now somebody trying to beat us there.
That's it.
Yep.
Huh? The UN is at the, did it say it's always at the top?
They're trying to hold it back, man.
He's trying to hold it down.
Hotel Hermit? It's permanent. He said, did I say permanent?
Permanently gone.
Yep.
Come on, man. We ain't paying attention. You paying attention, mother? Come on. Let's go.
And shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow.
Who gonna flow to?
All nations.
Black, Hebrew, Israelites.
All nations.
IOG.
All nations.
Huh?
All nations.
All nations.
That's a new one right there.
That's Israel, God. That's bullshit, man.
Yep.
Hey. All nations. Come on. Come on.
And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go to the mountain of Yah.
Let's go to what mountain?
Of Yah.
Mountain of Yah.
The mountain of Yah. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
See, the Garden of Eden got life, so we got veins flowing through to the garden.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, you hook up one of them natural, one of them, what you call them thing?
Irrigate.
With what? Irrigation. You know what I mean? See, the Garden of Eden already got natural irrigation flowing to it.
Hallelujah.
See what I'm saying? Y'all say, I'm the one that water. I'm the one that feeds your cattle. You know what I mean?
Hallelujah. Yeah.
Right?
Hallelujah.
So he said, all people been flow to the mountain of Yah. To who?
The house of the Elohim of Jacob.
The Elohim of Jacob.
Hallelujah.
See, it's telling you right there. What you want to change it? Where Christian?
No.
Whoever add to
Take it away.
it or take away. See, you can't make it up. And some people say, well, they playing semantics. I ain't playing no damn semantics. I'm reading what's right here on this damn page. Right?
That's what it is. Take it and leave it.
Make you tired, Brother Beth? Sister Chris, make you tired? Y'all good back there? I see y'all. Y'all look like y'all laughing. Come on.
And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion,
Now out of where?
Zion,
Come on.
shall go forth the law and the word of Yah from Jerusalem.
Y'all hear that? It's, you hear it? You see it? From Zion and then from Jerusalem. I told you it was in Jerusalem. Didn't I? I said the house of David was in Mount Zion. So I'm just saying, because it's stuff that's out there. Now, I ain't trying to twist you up. I ain't telling you, you better believe this, you better do this. I want you to become in tune, because see, we got to inquire. We don't know what type of pens, been inscribed in this writing. But it ain't going to stop it. See, it's always been my intent. See, I already knew. Because a long time ago, when I first started reading the Bible, when I didn't understand, then I had people tell me that white people wrote the Bible so they can enslave black people. I said, well, I don't believe that. You know what I mean? I don't believe that. You understand? Y'all ready? All right. So here we go. We got to look at various facts about Mount Hermon before we really close this off.
Got some big words in there.
Well, I mean, this just from the resource. I mean, I like using it, the, and they. You know what I mean? All right. So according to the Synoptic Gospels, Mount Hermon is the location of the transfiguration of Yahshua. That's a point that got stated. Now, if it's not that was in Jerusalem, then we don't know. If he was outside Jerusalem, then that's a whole nother deal. Because I'm gonna say this: Mount Hermon ain't in Jerusalem. Right? If you I told you go look. Right? So Mount Hermon is the place where the 200 watchers
Yep.
class of fallen angels descended to the earth. Got it? The lost tribe of Dan moved to this area during the days of the judges and adopted the Canaanite worship of the fallen angels. Now got it?
Yes, sir.
Baal and Ashtaroth were Canaanite deities whose origin was from the settlements in Mount Hermon. Y'all listen? So we got stuff currently established in Mount Hermon. They know the difference. I'm in Mount Hermon today. The UN, the United Nations.
Maybe it's like a spiritual landing site or something. You know what I'm saying?
You know, if the watchers landed there, I know it's got to be spiritual.
Maybe something about that spot is just conducive.
Well, we've been to see. We've been to see. Think about this. Hold up. I want you to think about this. Look at all the stuff that's happening in her. You what about to say?
I was just going to say, Noah noticed also that Japhet had went up in the mountains and did some secret things with the numbers and carvings of the fallen. When the land was separate, was given to them.
Watch this. All right? At this. Here groves were planted. You know what groves are, right?
Trees.
Like Bohemian Grove. Groves were planted. And shrines were erected for worship. And as we have it, Mount Hermon is supposed to be one of the highest peaks in that area. It is, I mean, from what I've been getting. Y'all got this? Look what it said. Read that, D.
In the occult science of numerology, the number 33 represents the ultimate attainment of higher consciousness. Mount Hermon is located at the 33rd parallel north, which is latitude 33 degrees north of the Earth's equator.
But they do call it, they call it the navel.
The navel of the earth.
The navel of the earth.
Navel of the earth.
Which is where all life starts.
Now you ascended there, you can't, we got all this stuff going on, you trying to go, you know, do these different type of works, we setting up, listen, they setting up Asherahs. Now I want you to think about this before we move forward. See how smart Satan is. You know, me and Sister Gabby was talking about this morning. See, and I'll talk about it deep, you know, a little more deeper once we get to that slide. I want you to think about this. Satan carefully selects who he want to use. Did you know that? Well, then why did he say that? What did he do to the nation when he said he
weakened the nation.
he weakened the nation?
Yep.
So look what's going on in the earth. The earth getting destroyed. Right? Your prayer was already answered, but I was caught up with the Prince of Persia.
Yep, Prince Persia.
For 21 days.
Yep.
So it means then Satan must have
Frustrated.
had the Prince of Persia under his delusion and was able to use him. You see what I'm saying? So you think about this. Look, see all of this stuff is showing back up. 33 degrees, 33rd parallel. I mean, Masons, 33 degrees. Now look at this. Look at this. Go ahead and read that one.
On the 33rd parallel lines, there are artificially placed structures used to harvest, alter, or direct the planetary current and electromagnetic forces to influence, trigger events, or alter the timelines which direct future time probabilities.
Wow. You hear that?
Boy, he trying to alter it.
You see that? But you're doing it from this area.
Yeah.
So it's like where is and what's what? So here we go. So now we've been to dig in. So here's some interesting scriptures. Deuteronomy 4:48. Do y'all remember seeing this on the map?
Yep.
Yes.
Do you remember seeing a roar?
Yep.
Yes.
I can't remember where it was at exactly.
Oh, they're about R-A-R.
The bond was right here. The bond was like over here, and the roar was up over here. So now look, another landmark. That's why I told y'all pay attention. From a roar, which is by the bank of the river, look at this, Arnon, even unto Mount what? Zion, which is Hermon. This is Torah. Now what did this say? What yours say?
It calls it, I just had it. It calls it Sirion or Sion.
You see that?
Yep. So it's two different.
So it's two different. So are you trying to lead me away from where everything's at? You gonna sit on the top of Mount Zion and send me to Zion? What's going on? What is going on? We already been saying he's gonna roar from Zion. Now it made sense because the city of David and Mount Zion, that's what it sat on. I'm not saying, we got to get deep, because they're just showing me how deep we got to really sit at the feet of the Holy Spirit and really dig in with Yah, because Satan is coming to deceive us in so many ways. Even if it's still in Jerusalem, I want to know why the UN is north sitting in Mount Hermon. Why is you concerned with 33 degrees? Why you got all these artificial gadgets and setups along the 33-degree parallel? And you're trying to control the weather. Why did the angels go to Mount Hermon? Known as Zion, which is, look, you see it?
Wow.
It's something, man.
Yeah. Well, can I ask? I just want to ask. So is it the same place under a different condition, under a different leadership?
No, I showed you. Dan went there, took on the worship of the Canaanites. The Canaanite already went past the covenant, and they went and took over some of Shem's land, which Canaan was a descendant of Ham, and the curse was if you went and took any land of one of your brothers, you was going to be cursed. Well, Canaan went and done it. Not only did you go, you didn't go there, you went to Mount Hermon. Canaan went to Mount Hermon. See what I'm just saying? Are we paying attention? This making sense, Steve-O? Like, damn, what's going on? Something spiritual.
In my mind, it came spiritual capital.
Good way to see it.
Oh, brother, no. You hear me? So I said, who here? It's just you sitting here, or you here in your body sitting here. Who's here? That's why that's why I said at the beginning. While I be talking to some of y'all, bring correction. I'm trying to talk to you, but guess what? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your body, because you ain't nowhere in there. You under possession. Somebody else own you. You are a inhabitation for devils. So that means that they got you on lockdown and they controlling the body. So that's why you doing all the shit you doing. You see why he said he's going to bring deliverance? You see why he said, and he called unto himself his 12, and he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out, to heal all manners of sickness, and to heal all manners of disease. That's why he said, look at what Yahshua did. That's one of the first things he did with them. He showed them what they were going to be doing. Then he called them to himself, and he gave them power to do what they saw him doing, casting out devils. Because there's no way you're going to understand this stuff. There's no way you're going to make it into the kingdom. There's no way you're going to be able to defeat this, because they got this thing interwoven, tied up, backwards, and upside down. You ain't going to get it. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Let's go, brother.
Is Mount Sinai anywhere in this region close to what we're talking about now?
Yeah, I'm showing. Yeah, and I'm gonna show you again.
Well, they keep saying it's Herman.
It ain't Sinai.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, it ain't Sinai. It ain't Zion. We reading it right here in Deuteronomy. Apu went to the Torah. It's right in the Torah. From Aurora, which is by the bank river of the river Arnon, even unto Mount Sion, which is Hermon. Why would he make that distinction?
Let you know.
This Satanist, brother, look, he said you weren't going to know the name Israel no more. No, you going to know nothing. Because that's why you didn't wipe the maps. That's why I got an assignment for you at the end. I want y'all to go dig in and look for ancient stuff. All right, here it is. Y'all ready? Here it is. I told you. We get ready again. All right, we got Ezekiel 28, 12 through 16. I want you to pay attention, Josh, when you read. All right? Make sure you read loud enough, because I don't want Satan distracting nobody. Let's go.
Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyrus.
Stop. Do you know what he said take up? A lamentation. Means saying, Deacon McKenna, would you like to have a lamentation?
Cry.
Yeah, right? He said, look, this is almost like letting them know. Look what he's saying. He's bringing this thing that is against you. He's talking to the king of Tyrus. Did y'all see Tyrus in there? On the map?
Yep.
Did y'all see it? So notice, it was a king. He said the king of Tyrus. Not a member of Tyrus. Y'all hear it? He said the king of Tyrus. So y'all notice now, I said the king, so now y'all pay attention to the tone of the conversation that's getting ready to happen. This is Yah speaking to his servant, to the servant of Satan. Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Watch this. This is why some of y'all can't get rebuked, because you don't realize these type of conversations be coming from your shepherds. They be coming from your elders. They be coming from your brothers that love you. They be talking to you, but the spirit that's in you talking to us. Just like right here. Y'all hear? Man, I told y'all better be led so you don't miss and go take this Passover in your misunderstanding. Y'all teaching us, he's showing us. This is a real conversation that's happening. And it's a lamentation. Come on.
And say unto him.
He said, say unto him.
Thus saith Yahweh Elohim, thou sealest up the sum, full of wisdom, and perfect in beauty.
See, let's stop right there. Y'all hear this? Look. Full of what?
Wisdom.
Woo! More craftier, more subtle than any creature that's on the face of the earth. Come on, y'all ain't listening. Jesus, have mercy. Who are these people y'all that showed up on this Sabbath in this house? They ain't listening to your word. What is wrong with you? The Most High is speaking to you in this word right now, trying to get your attention. So you can understand that he has something for Israel, but you ain't going to get there because he's more crafty. He's telling you who Satan is. The Most High been telling us who he is. Now, you looking at a conversation that's going on toward the most crafty, the most subtle creature that's on the face of this earth. Look what he said. Perfect in what?
Beauty.
I was looking up beauty. I'm like, wow. Unlike nothing else. Perfect. Beauty. Like, dang. Well, I know who they said that about. Right? Well, let's keep going.
Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of Yah.
What? Whoa! So why do you want to set your stuff up where that's next to, that's close by Eden? Or is it? See, I found something. Because see, it's some Gihons and some Pisons. Oh, them the ones that run around. Hey, wait a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. You said I'm going to set my seat in the mount of the congregation. Did you say that?
Yes.
Didn't say that?
Yes.
I mean, see, we can't answer because we've been asleep. We've been here with that spirit. Come on, Josh.
Every precious stone was thy cover.
You hear this? Every precious stone was thy cover.
The sardius, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, the emerald, and the carbuncle, and gold. The workmanship of thy tablets and of thy pipes was prepared in thee in the day that thou was created.
You see that? So look, you was already prepared to make music. You was already prepared. You had the precious stone. Right? You had all the stuff to razzle down. Whoever you want to razzle down. The day he was created. And you trying to wonder why the music industry like it is?
That's something.
Remember, he days that Eve so that she thought
Oh,
she wanted
man.
to look just like him.
Come on. Let's keep rolling.
Thou art the anointed cherub.
Wait a minute. I thought you were talking to the king of tyrants. You hear this? You heard him having a conversation? See, remember, Yahshua says, I rebuke thee, Satan. Right?
Yes, sir.
Get thee behind me. He said, get thee behind me, Satan. Remember?
Yes, Master.
But some of y'all, we be trying to rebuke. Look, Brother Fred, we be trying to rebuke him. He's like, look at what, you see what he said to me? Oh, y'all hearing this conversation? You talking to the king of tyrants. Did you know that? Did you see that, Brother Key?
I saw it.
Well, he said, what did he say? You are the anointed. You are the anointed cherub. That's who you are. Wow. In the body of the king of tyrants. I see. That's why you got, look, that's why you got Ezekiel rebuking me. Bringing up a lamentation against him. I know who you are. You trying to hide in there. See, look, but I'm showing you, look how Satan go, he go and get these people that can move something for him.
Right.
Yes.
All the rest of y'all, he just use you for stumbling blocks.
Yeah.
See, them people want to hear this like, damn. When you look up, you've been a stumbling block, right? God damn. Right? Huh? This makes sense? Come on.
The anointed cherub that covered, and I have set thee so. Thou was upon the holy mountain of Yah.
You was already there on the mountain of Yah. So you deceive the angels to descend on this mountain.
Is Ezekiel talking about in Enoch when they came down on him?
Well, he ain't talking about that. He rebuking Satan.
Yep. And letting him know all.
Because Yah,
on the holy mountain of Yah.
because he was already there. See, Yah is letting him know, I already know your manner of being.
Yeah.
So the things that you think you can accomplish in the earth, you ain't ready to do it. That's why. See, because look, he moved he already had the nations when he was there. What did he do to the nation? He weakened the nation. So what is he doing? He getting in all these leaders.
Yeah.
We already read they're gonna be at war, and then they're gonna think like, wait a minute, we don't need to be at war. We need to go get him, the one that's coming down, that's gonna roar from Mount Zion or Zion. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yes, sir.
So that's that. Come on, Pastor.
Hey, it's
Come on, we gotta keep walking. Let's go.
Let's go.
Thou hast walked up and down
Look what he said.
in the midst of these stones of fire.
He walked up and down.
Wow.
So he called them out.
Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou was created, till iniquity was found in thee.
See that? You see? Because Yah always meant, that's what he do. See, that's what we don't understand when I be trying to tell y'all, man, I wish y'all would listen. But see, in days to come, I'm gonna bust it. Because I got to. Because you have not considered. We was talking about, even when we was doing the teaching last night, Elder was talking about being dead.
Yeah.
If you know what being dead is, that's the best thing you can do. When I'm talking about being dead, I'm talking about dead to this flesh. So the soul that's living inside can now maneuver everything because the soul is back connected with the Most High Yah. You can't be back connected when you got all this fleshly stuff going on. You be trying to make me, look, Dick, they want to make me believe. They want to force me to be in agreement with it when I'm connected to the Most High Yah and I'm looking at it. Well, what make them say that? Well, how in the world do you ask somebody baby dead in their freaking stomach? It ain't moving. 18 hours. Almost 24. You ain't moved. You ain't did nothing. You ain't heard no heartbeat. I just asked. He did. He said he heard the cries of his people.
That's true. Hallelujah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
I told you when I did the video about David. When he cried out, Yah heard him. But remember, he said, the prayers of a sinner I will not hear. Right? So what we talking about? So I miss it. So I gotta lay it on you because you listen, all I've been asking you this whole time is to die to self. Because see, this type of stuff, you'll sit up and be reading it, what you gonna get? Because all we read was 11 through what? Was 11 through 20? Was 11 through 20? 20 something. Them the only verse we read.
When Eric got shit.
You heard? Them the only verse we read in 39. How you gonna get all this? And I shall give you shepherd according to my heart. Is this me?
Oh, yeah.
Hey? Because you done sat there and read, you've been done. You've been all your day getting deceived by something else.
Yeah.
He said, how can they hear unless they have a what? So why we going to keep kicking against what I'm trying to tell you, doing your own thing? The more you lay down, the more it's going to flow. Water can't flow when you got all kind of rocks and debris in the way.
True.
You slow down the flow. As soon as everything get clear, then that water just take off. Don't.
Hallelujah.
I'm not making this up.
Yes, sir.
Let this be for the hearers.
Hallelujah.
Come on, let's finish.
By the multitude of thy merchandise, they have filled the midst of thee with violence, and thou hast sinned. Therefore, I will cast thee as profane out of the mountain of Yah, and I will destroy thee, O covering cherub, from the midst of the stones of fire.
You hear what he's saying?
Wow.
But this is the king of Tyre. Come on. Talking about Tyrus. All right, this again. Zion or Zion? So I need y'all to get that. I need each one of y'all to get one of these. Or maybe you have to get it. Let me see. Let me pop up Mac for him. Which one you got? Ezra?
Second Ezra's.
Okay. Here's Mac right here. What's up, man? Johnny?
Wow.
I'm telling you, man. You know the Most High, man. It's a mystery. That's why you can't never leave him, because he got things for you to dig into to be led the right way, man. It's gonna be people going all kind of different directions because they're gonna get esteemed by some type of falsehood.
Lying signs and wonders. For
All right. So let's go. We're gonna read 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 42.
I, Ezra, saw on Mount Zion a great multitude that I could not number, and they were all praising the Most High with songs. In their midst was a young man of great stature, taller than any of the others, and on the head of each of them he placed a crown. But he was more exalted than they, and I was held spellbound. When I asked an angel, "Who are these, my master?" he answered and said to me, "These are they who have put off mortal clothing and have put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Now they are being crowned and receive palms."
Stop. Y'all hear this? Yes, sir. But it's happening on one of the mountains. Now, is Satan trying to get us to go to the wrong one?
Yes.
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 Right?
Yes.
even to that point, you still have to be in the vein of the Most High.
Oh, you have to be in the vein. Let's go, Josh.
So all the army assembled and went up to Mount Zion.
You hear that? And he said Mount Zion. It said all the armies assembled. So we talk about the same stuff, but we need to find out Zion or Zion. Now, I got some stuff I'm looking at. Alright, I won't dare confuse nobody.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
But there is some things that if you like to look at it, then we can send it to you. You can I can put it in a group. Y'all can start digging into
I would love it.
it yourself. You know, but this is what I'm gonna tell you. Don't tell me we move to Herman. Y'all told me to move to Herman. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Wow. All right, so my black jubilees is upstairs. Where's the more? Can you go up there and bring my book down here? Let me see. Local. Go get my book. Come on. It's upstairs. It's wrong. You got where you stay at? There you go, D. This is Jubilees. This is 12 through 21. Starting at verse 12.
And there came forth on the writing as Shem's lot, the middle of the earth.
Now stop. You know what he called it?
The middle of the earth.
You hear what I'm saying? So we keep finding. We found out that Mount Hermon is the middle of the earth. We got the Masons that want to be there. We got all these people that want to be there. But it said it came to be that Shem's portion was in the what? Middle of the earth.
Everybody wants.
All right, come on, keep reading.
Which he should take as an inheritance for himself and for his sons for the generations of eternity. From the middle of the mountain, range of Rapha, from the mouth of the water, from the river Tina.
Y'all hear this?
And his portion goes toward the west through the midst of this river, and it extends till it reaches the water of the abysses, out of which this river goes forth, and pours its water into the sea Miyat. And this river flows into the great sea, and all that is towards the north is Japheth, and all that is towards the south belongs to Shem.
Now stop. It said all that is what?
Towards the north.
Y'all remember that map?
Yes.
All. That's towards the north. So you was past Mount Hermon. Right? But some kind of way, you in, he's at the top of Mount Hermon. Shem's line. Okay? Was that it?
You just want to read 12? 12 through 21.
12 through 21.
And it extends till it reaches Carasso. This is in the bosom of the tongue, which looks towards the south. And his portion extends along the great sea. And it extends in a straight line till it reaches the west of the tongue, which looks towards the south.
Now stop. You heard these terms. Great sea. Miel. Water of the abyss. River Tina. Rapha. So you gotta find out where this stuff is on ancient maps. You got what I'm saying? Come on.
It extends in a straight line till it reaches the west of the tongue, which looks towards the south. For this sea is named the tongue of the Egyptian sea.
Now, wait a minute, you hear that? It's the tongue of the Egyptian sea. Now, he was gonna destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea. And you just said that was what? What did you say that was down there? It's better known as what?
I didn't say anything.
I thought when you were reading, what was the last verse you read?
It says, for this sea is named the tongue of the Egyptian sea.
That's what I was going to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Gotcha. And that was it? All right.
You want to keep reading or just stop at 15?
Oh, you at 15? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you keep rolling.
And it turns from here towards the south, towards the mouth of the great sea, on the shore of its waters. And it extends to the west to Africa. And it extends till it reaches the waters of the river Gihon. And to the south of the waters of Gihon, to the banks of this river.
Now, you hear what he said about Gihon? You hear, see, these things keep coming. This Gihon flows around the Garden of Eden.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And it extends towards the east, till it reaches the Garden of Eden, to the south thereof, to the south, and from the east of the whole land of Eden, and of the whole east. It turns to the east and proceeds till it reaches the east of the mountain named Rapha, and it descends to the bank of the mouth of the river Tina.
Well, hold up, Deacon. So, we talking about, this is Shem's portion we're talking about, right?
That's right. Yes, sir.
So either way, all these portions that he's talking about, Zion, Garden of Eden, all is Shem's portion. But I'm just saying, it's just amazing that you chose a certain spot in Shem's portion to put the highest peak, or the highest peak out of all of them in that area. Make sense?
Makes sense, sir.
Go ahead, Snow.
How Jerusalem and how Mount Zion is, it reminds me of how our camp was set up back when we was in the land.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the tabernacle used to be in the center of the camp.
Mm-hmm.
And all the other tents where we live in used to surround it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I don't know exactly. You know, I mean, just if you go back and read this account, you can see the setup and how Shem's lot is. But that's an interesting thought on that, Brother Smith. What verse is you on?
We at 17.
Go ahead.
This portion came forth by lot for Shem and his sons, that they should possess it forever, and to his generations forevermore. And Noah rejoiced that this portion came forth for Shem and for his sons. And he remembered all that he had spoken with his mouth in prophecy. For he had said, blessed be Yahweh Almighty of Shem, and may Yahweh dwell in the dwelling of Shem. And he knew that the Garden of Eden is the holiest of the holiest, and the dwelling of Yahweh, and Mount Sinai, the center of the desert, and Mount Zion, the center of the navel of the earth. These three were created as holy places facing each other.
You hear this? Yeah. You hear this? And Jerusalem is below all of that. Jerusalem is the lowest out of all of them. Sinai, Mount Hermon, Eden would be to the east of it. If that river, that one river flowing on that side, from what I'm looking at, I'm still looking at it, but the one that's flowing out of Hermon, that means, me and Sister Gabby talking about, it could be between Lebanon and Syria. Hermon is in between. I mean, Mount Hermon is between them two, and Eden is more over there towards where Lebanon is. That's where the other river flows out at. Now I'm gonna have to go back and look at it. So I don't know if you a Hebrew Israelite, you getting on here. I'm gonna go see what he's saying. Man, go do what you gotta do. A nigga don't get on here. All right, but for us, we finna go dig in and go search and go look. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, and you gotta say stuff like that because people, you know, some of these comments, brothers, that y'all don't see them. Sometimes they come through. You know, people feel like they gotta get on there and give you a quick, swift correction real quick. No salutation, no, you know, shalom, brother. This such and such, man. I saw you said this, and you probably want to look into this, or I saw this, and I saw something different. Guess what? I'm open to all of that. Are you open to all that?
Most definitely.
Ain't that decency? Ain't it order? Oh man, because some of these people, they just looking through the screen. They just think, I don't know what they think. Till they get on this side of the screen and realize.
It's different though.
It is deep.
We got a couple more.
Go ahead, yes sir.
And he blessed the Almighty of gods, who had put the word of Yahweh into his mouth, and Yahweh forevermore. And he knew that a blessed portion and a blessing had come to Shem and his sons into the generations forever. The whole land of Eden, and the whole land of the Red Sea, and the whole land of the east, and India, and on the Red Sea, and the mountains thereof, and all the land of Bashan, and all the land of Lebanon, and the islands of Caphtor.
Now stop. You already said. And all the lands of Lebanon. See, I ain't hearing me, bro. Think about that. I just gave you something. Red Sea. Lebanon. You know, come on.
And all the mountains of Senir and Amana, and the mountains of Ashur in the north, and all the lands of Elam, Ashur, and Babel, and Susan, and Maadai, and all the mountains of Arad, and all the regions beyond the sea, which is beyond the mountains of Ashur, towards the north. A blessed and spacious land, and all that is in it is very good.
Did I hear that? Told you, when you see, it's different when you start looking at this stuff, you start digging. You seeing how much Yah bless Shem. You see why the hate is like it is. But we can also see why a deception comes. You giving Israel this little bitty strip, stay in that space, don't move. You got people jumping around with swiggly locks. I ain't, man, look, I don't care, though, if you say it's anti-Semitic. I don't care. I ain't talking anti-Semitic. I'm not in there. I'm not included on that. I'm talking about what we see right here, what's written. And how you keep trying to deceive. People tired of lies. They tired of deception.
That's right.
What is the goddamn truth?
Come on.
It makes sense?
It's good.
Right. So, let's go. So we got 25 through 29. You can just give it. You got it?
We got 2 of them.
All right. And this is the last thing in there.
This is yours.
You might be highlighting mine. Yeah, you look good.
And for Japheth came forth the third portion.
Y'all hear that? See, not only did you not get the best portion,
Right.
you got the third portion. You see this? So y'all over in Ham stuff. You know, I seen a picture on Facebook yesterday. It was showing all of these nations just they trying to buy land in Africa. They departing it, and they just going after different things. You know, look. I mean, they're ready to dismantle this place. So not only Japhet just said, I'm finna enlarge my whole church, I'm finna just go on and do it. Y'all hear?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
The river Tina,
Put it up.
to the north of the outflow of its waters, and it extended northeasterly to the whole region of God, and to all the country east thereof. And it extended northward to the north, and it extended to the mountains of Kelt towards the north, and towards the sea of Muak, and it goeth forth to the east of Gadir, as far as the region of the waters of the sea. And it extended until it approacheth the west of Farah, and it returned towards Apharath, and it extended easterly to the waters of the sea of Miet, and it extended to the region of the river Tina in the northeasterly direction, until it approacheth the boundary of its waters towards the mountain Rapha, and it turneth round towards the north. This is the land which came forth for Japhet and his sons, as the portion of his inheritance, which he should possess for himself and his sons, for their generations forever, 5 great islands, and a great land in the north.
You hear that? Y'all hear it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No. You want to go back to it?
Yeah, map, yeah, look at it.
Let me see where it is. Hold on. Let me go to this one. I'm gonna go back to that.
5 great islands.
And a whole lot of land. So I don't know if you're going counting over here, you know, I mean, 'cause you own it. And you got all of this. You got somebody way over here, Ophir. Amen. But you see this Lebanon right there, Syria, Aram. You heard his name? You heard his name? You see what I'm saying? And he's like, you trying to throw us off? You know, it's like Most High got what he did, and you know, this ain't this.
Where's Mesopotamia supposed to be?
Mesopotamia. I had another deal that was on it, but Mesopotamia runs, it's like, they call it the Fertile Crescent. And I don't think it's Egypt.
Do you think that's in the land of Shem too?
But it's like,
I think it is Mesopotamia, I think it is.
talking about what?
Shem.
It's in Egypt?
No, it's not in.
I remember seeing it. I was talking about, they call it the Fertile Crescent. And I was looking at something about Mesopotamia before, but let me see here. Let me go on back. This thing is something else, man. What was we on? Right there. Okay. So we just finished? Yeah? Okay. Alright, so this is what we had next time. I got some stuff for this. This Israel restored. We're going to be looking at that to finish out Ezekiel 39.
Stopping already, Pastor.
Man.
Yeah,
Come on. Yeah, some more to go.
we got some digging in to do.
Cliffhangers.
So them, you know, so those things on that slide, I want y'all to go look at some ancient maps, because what I want to do is, like I told you before, we had some discussion things, I've been making note of them, but when you got different things that you trying to do, the Most High is increasing us greatly with a lot of things that we put our hands on, as well as trying to deal with, you know, people not understanding, you know, not understanding their role in being who they're supposed to be. So it's a great distraction, you know. Matter of fact, I talked to one of the sisters that been here, and you know, it was a pleasant conversation, man, you know, in terms of knowing that I know y'all got his hand on your neck. Because you in the barrel. Ain't nothing down there with you. And it was everything I said and some. So I said, I don't know how to chastise me, when it's supposed to run out. We can pray, we can do whatever. Because I pray you get your soul right. Because you see it. You look. It's out here happening. Right? So, you know, I know we all hate decisions we made in life, but we got to get ourselves together. You know, because, you know, y'all, things like this, man, you know, it just lets us know how in depth the Most High is and all the things that he's doing. See, what I merely wanted to show today was that no matter who touches the book, try to change up certain details, the book constantly point back to what y'all want. I mean, was we keep coming back to the center of the earth? No matter how you twist the name a little bit, how much you change it. I showed you there's other people sitting on it. See, you got to pay attention to all of them signs. That's what discernment is. That's what Yah wants you to do. That's why he says study to show yourself approved, because you get a chance to dig into the book and you start to ask questions. You start to seek Yah. Well, Yah, why is this? Why is that? And Yah begin to unroll things where he keep you. For me, he kept me in the same vein. Son, look at this. Look. I said, I'm kicking Hasatan out of this same spot. I'm doing this with this spot. This one I'm going to do at the end with this spot. Son, just stay right here. That's why he said, that's why Yahshua said, don't let nobody tell you, say, look, there he is in the desert. Because he said, nobody will have to tell you that I'm here, because all shall see the coming of the Son of Man.
Hallelujah.
See what I'm saying? So see, that's the type of thing that I'm trying to get you to operate in. This ain't about mind, Ken. I know it's like, ooh, all the colors, the reds and the greens. People was happy today. It wasn't just a bland slide. You know what I mean? Usually it's just black and white. People like putting 3-4 toothpicks in their eyes. But today the colors was in. All the children was up and loud, was crying and screaming. Was having a good time, wasn't it? Hallelujah. Look at Jerry Brown. Yah is good, ain't it? See, you know, praise Yah. So let's go ahead and stand. Thank you all truly for being here with us in Straightway, Kansas City. When you get to that end screen, look here, I'm gonna look at it. You already ended it? Are you right there? Yeah. Yep. So I just bless y'all, man. You know, and I thank y'all for coming in and kicking in. Because, you know, the bus people want to put pressure on us about getting the bus out. And they just like, man, you know, Brother Free, I just looked up to the sky, brother. Like, I'm going to just pray, eat, work, take care of my children, pray for the saints, get ready for the feast. I ain't doing nothing else outside that. Everything else, I ain't finna wear it. I ain't getting ready to be walking around, driving down the road, depressed, and I ain't got time. You understand what I'm saying? We serve who we serve. That's it. That's what I love, man. I hope today this message was able to show you that, you know, Yah has done all that he was going to do to keep us on the path. All we got to do is seek him out.
Yep.
When we seek his word out, he shows us the intricacies of the things that he's going to do. And nobody can stop it. You can't change it. You can't taint it. You can't twist it. And it's going to happen, brother. That's why I say I can't wait, because these type of things I do store up in my spirit, because I'm looking for this. when stuff started happening like coronavirus and all this, Yah, you said you saved a remnant for yourself that was going to be in that land. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, you know, maybe you got somebody else you raising up, but I'm expecting to walk right through it.
Hallelujah.
Now, I ain't going to it and tempting.
No.
I ain't going to bash my foot on the rock. I ain't turning no rock into bread. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I'm going to hold him to the word. That's all I got to realize that, brother. See, you been in too many situations like me when I seen my wife in that pool up there. You ain't got no energy to push. Your legs ain't acting right. I'm like, well, I'm back here again. It's just like being over in the apartment in Woodson. When she couldn't hardly eat. And all this, you know, I can really say out my mouth, I'm sick of being here. I'm sick of being doing these. Do I got to keep getting trials? I can say that. Do y'all hear me? Because see, I know some of y'all. Satan, look what he doing. Satan got to tell Ezekiel to talk to the king of Tyre. Because he didn't know Satan was talking to him. He knows Satan was in him. Here's Satan steady telling him. See, he was letting Satan know, you ain't finna deceive nobody by my mouth. I'm going to cast you out of there. And I'm going to put my people there. And we're going to sit at the highest heights. Why wouldn't y'all want to be at the highest heights? Why we want to be at the second highest? Think about that. See, I'm just saying though, bruh. Right? It's something. And, you know, we just got to go look. We just got to keep searching. Right? Let's lift hands. Oh, hallelujah, Yahweh. Oh, Father, I just thank you for the time that I've had here this Shabbat closing with my family as I look around at each and every one of your children, Father. We was blessed to be here gathered in this word. We just ask that you continue to place within us a unction and a desire to seek you out even the more so, Father, with true intent, Father. Not for the purpose of lifting our own selves up or in the mindset of pride, Father, that we may go lift ourselves up and exalt ourselves in the sight of men. But, Father, that you truly reveal to us your secrets.
Yes.
That we won't be deceived by Satan, Father. That we won't be deceived by the subtle one who comes with many deceptions, lying signs and wonders. The words say he's coming with. So I plead the blood, Father, in the name of Jesus, over all of us, our children, over our brothers and sisters, over our minds, our hearts, our bodies, Father, that we be immune, that we be separate from these things that's going on. We just ask, Father, right now that those wicked individuals that are attacking Brother Kabir and the saints at Straightway Praise Land, Father, that right now, Father, you bring judgment against them. That you bring a mighty weight against them, Father. That you weigh them down, Father, with the sins and the evil and the torments that they bring, Father. Let that be the measure that they meet, Father. Let it be back on their heads 60 and 100-fold right now, in the name of Jesus. Father, we cast forth, Father, your holy hand and your righteousness. We break every chain. We remove all bondages. Father, we free Brother Kabir, Father, Brother Ryan. We free Brother Jordan, Father. And all the saints in Straightway Praise Land from, Father, that waste of time. We free them up right now. We loose holy angels in the name of Jesus to go, Father, and do battle with that principality over that city right now. Father, we ask that holy angels go forth and beat to pieces that principality right now. That they be removed from over that airway, Father. Right now in the name of Jesus. Let the holy angels stand guard in that area. Right now in the name of Jesus. That victory be now in the name of Jesus. That victory be quickened in the Holy Spirit. Father, that your holy name be set in that place while your saints are there in the name of Jesus. Oh, we bless your holy name. Father, we ask that you just come and heal us. Come and heal our minds and our bodies. Free us from the infirmities, Father. Free us from the demonic spirits that have been so deeply rooted in us that we don't no longer continue in a lost path, that we will no longer walk in the darkness, that we no longer be tied to the generational curses of our parents. Father, but free us right now in the name of Jesus. Free our minds, Father, that our minds be stayed upon you in the name of Jesus. Empower your people, Father, to serve you with a rejoicing, Father, with an uplifted voice, with hands stretched out towards you. Glorify your name, Father, in the name of Jesus. Oh, hallelujah, we thank you. Let all be blessed, Father, that's under the sound of my voice, that come to hear this message, Father, to know that you are Yahweh, the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Father, and all those, Father, who you bring into your fold. Father, we bless you, we thank you. We just ask that you keep us in our going and our coming. Bless those who are traveling over the road to head home. Let it be peace in their home, Father. Let them be met, Father, with ministering angels of peace and shalom. Angels, Father, that have your assignment and your glory upon them, Father. Let them be met with that manner of thing, Father. We bless you in the mighty name of Jesus, Yahshua. Let all the saints say, hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.